Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we've got this civil war brewing up, and it's just Shumengsi, and that's apparently 50% of our power base. I don't believe that that's true. We're going to tick forward here and see what ends up happening. We're going to give it like a month tick here and let all of that update. So for the moment, there we go. So that all is theoretically updated. It is just Shumengsi. I don't believe this. I do not believe that 41 power base is 50% of the power of our nation. This person has 28. This person has 58. Like, there's no way that 41 is 50% of our nation. That's simply not true. So that's interesting. We could do something about this guy in theory. We cannot persuade him because he's deceitful, but we could try to make friends with him, and just clicking that button made it go away. I guess that caused it to recalculate. Yeah. He is now 15% of our power base. That's more like it. So it's interesting that that wasn't automatically updating, but clicking the Make Friends button seems to have solved that. Sure. Well, let's go through our cities here real quick. We're at 26 here, 34 of 34. Yep, that seems fine. 24 of 24, 19 of 19. Yeah, all of these are looking pretty okay for now. 18 of 18. Are we positive here? We are. We can actually build here now. And we should. So we're going to build 1, 2, 3 slave traders. And we're also interested in building tax offices here. So we'll build 1. And we can get a second one going. On the next month tick, we can get a third one going. And we absolutely should. Yes, political influence. We do have a lot of that right now. But also, I don't care so much about this guy. We'll just spend gold. That's okay. We'll get a third tax office queued up here. And we do have a civil war brewing again. Who is it now? Kejang Wen and Shumengsi. Okay. So that is fine. We're working on this guy. And Kejang Wen is disloyalty inspired, plotting quietly, and power base. Fair enough. So that is all expected. We are friends with him right now. We cannot persuade him because he's deceitful. And we cannot give free hands because he has an office. That said, that disloyalty inspired is going up by 2 yearly. Low faction approval from oligarchs? Okay, that is noted. We may actually want to manipulate candidates here. Our oligarch approval is holding right now. The others are going up. So let's do this. That'll boost up the oligarch opinion. And now we're going to not care about Shumengsi for the moment. But Kejang Wen is back to being positive because there's now high faction approval. So that looks good. No problem there in theory. And did he change where he was going? Yes, he did. We should tell him to move up to like here. Okay, because we're getting ready to attack Keelan. Now, they have a little bit of territory up over this way, but for the moment, I'm not too concerned about that. Now, where were we? We were down over here building a tax office. So on the next month tick, we'll be able to get that done. Everyone does indeed like gold. And we need 70 gold to do this. We'll definitely have enough here. So this is going to max out this city. That looks good. Get going on that. Cool. I want to check in on these 3. So they definitely have buildings that can be built, but they're not loyal enough. So that's fine. Down over here, we're maxed and maxed. Here we could build a building, but it's not loyal enough. That's fine. So we have this city here. Yeah, we are going to give him some gold. That's fine. We're maxed here in terms of buildings. And here we could definitely build a tax office, except we don't have the loyalty. That's okay. Here we're good on loyalty. Okay, so these buildings here. We did become friends with him, so that's great. So we need a couple of buildings over this way. We certainly do need a slave trader. So that's going to cost us gold. We're going to need a slave trader here as well. We have grand temples already built, and for the moment, that's fine. We're at 69% Dukunik. I'm contractually obligated to say nice. And 67% over here. Excellent. Okay, so the Mauryan Civil War has ended. And, of course, we fully expected that. Let's go for provincial loyalty here. And I'm wondering right now... Yeah. So we don't want Moria to be angry at us. They're at -10 right now. Or no, we're at -10. They're at +61. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. So the Keen Revolt over here is a lot less happy with us. But this seems okay. Can we enlarge our Legion at all? It'd be nice if we could. We actually can. So that looks good. We definitely want to get, let's see, we're at 13 for our combat width here. So we would like to get a couple more units of archers. So like 8. But of course we only have access to 6. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. There we go. Into the second army. And then in the first army, we'll put the other 3. Okay, there we go. So this is still not as high up as we want it to be necessarily. I would also like to get a unit of heavy infantry, but that'll do for now. Now, down over here, of course, we want to get a slave trader built, and we'll do that on this next month tick, which is right now. Barbarians of Malaya, we probably don't care. 3K? We'll let them run rampant. That's fine. I'm not going to go out of our way for that. Cool. I don't suppose we have any colonizable provinces. No, we do not. Okay, so that seems fine. This guy's at 28.9, and we could give him free hands, but we don't want to do that. For the time being, we've got pretty decent approval across the board. The main issue is Democrats, but we are boosting up our Democratic approval, and our approval across the board is going up. We're maxed on Traditionalist approval. Oligarch approval is positive. And Democratic approval is still currently a little negative, which is unfortunate because they hold the majority of seats, but we do enjoy currently 60% support in the Senate. So that looks fine for now. I'm going to put this army about here and this army about here. Because we're definitely thinking about attacking Keelan. 100% we're thinking about attacking Keelan. Okay, so we're in position now. I kind of want to do this immediately. We have a CB here. Our vassal is going to be joining, which is, of course, normal. We'd kind of like our vassal to go up here and deal with these guys, but if they don't, we'll negotiate passage through Zhuo, and we're going to deal with it that way. So I'm just thinking right now about the structure of this state. So we just run directly to here. Interesting. We can't move beyond here. Why? Ah. It's because this fort is very strangely positioned. Because technically, we have a connection here, which means that zone of control from the fort prevents us from going down the river. That's very strange. Well, it's not a big deal. We'll go deal with that. It's absolutely fine. So over here, we want to get a slave trader going. Shi is now ruling our glorious nation. Indeed. We'll build a slave trader here, and we are lacking a governor out over this direction. This guy will do. That is fine. Okay, so Senate support is currently 53.74. And we are a Democrat, so this is going to be fine. We're positive in approval in all 3 parties. So that looks excellent. So I think we're going to have to siege here, then here, then here, which is going to be mildly awkward for us. We're going to fight their army right here, though. This is convenient. Oh, this guy just became disloyal. Kejang Wen, what are you doing? I'm bribing you. Get back here. Siege this fort. Okay. So that looks good. Kejang Wen is under control. And we're going to have to come siege up over here. That's fine. So that is looking reasonably good. We do have a character focus available, and we'll probably go Zeal. I really like getting this free province investment this frequently. It's really solid. So that's great. And up here in Lemuri, I would be interested in... Yes. Another free province investment here would be good, because that will actually net us 2 building slots rather than the normal 1. So that looks good, although that'll be eventual. What do we got going on here? Right. Approval from Democrats is probably good here. Although Shumengsi is still going to be a problem. Yeah, that's understood. He's always going to be a problem, though, to be honest. That's fine. He'll die soon enough. He's 76. So that's okay. I want to check in here. Yeah, so that's all looking good as far as the slave constructions are going. We want to get rid of the noble district here and queue up a tax office. Not in that order. The other order. So that'll be fine for now. And how are we doing on provincial loyalty here? Oh, that's not too bad, actually. Our conversion is really working here. I like it. Up over this direction, what do we have going on? We're still working on converting. That's fine. Completely and totally fine. So let's get this area under control. We're at 14% on this siege. They're starting to attack out over here, but this fort will restrain them. There's only so much that they can do. We just won this siege, so we're going to hop down over here. Yeah, they're headed up to the fort. That seems absolutely fine for the moment. I'm wondering what's going on up over here. The answer is absolutely nothing. Cool. So they're trying to do some captures out over here. I think that we only need one army working on sieging at a time right now, so we can just grab this capital, come up here and fight them, ideally. They're running away? Sure. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So that looks good. We're going to grab this capital region, head up here and fight if we can. Yeah, they really can't do anything because of this fort. They're just kind of stuck, and I love it. That's absolutely amazing. We just passed 60% Senate support, so that's continuing to improve. Democrat approval is going up by 0.16 per month, and oligarch approval by 0.23. Most of that is our tyranny, to be clear. As our tyranny comes down, democratic approval will go up faster, and oligarchical approval will go up slower. So that is absolutely a thing. I don't actually want to be capping here. There's no point. We're instead going to come chase these. No point in attacking here. They're just wasting their food. Cults have been sanctioned in Lemury, and we should hop down over here, building ourselves a library. Now that's going to move up our maximum civilization value to 90, which is going to get us another building slot, which is great. We're very, very happy about that. We just got a martial advance, which is, you know, reasonably convenient. We can grab some extra discipline, which is probably not a bad idea. So then starting experience and then additional discipline down here. We know from fighting Moria that our technology wasn't the greatest in military. They had significant amounts of stats over us. That's fine. We just don't want to fight them in theory. But we do actually want to deal with that. So barbarians in Sumatra, 6k. I'm hiring these mercs, putting them on unit real. So we're going to give them a little bit here. And we're going to start attacking the barbarians. We're going to give them like 1 month tick here. Actually, just start marching up here, but stay on unit reorg for right now. That'll be fine. Okay, you can exit unit reorg. We're only at 19% morale, so I expect to lose this battle, but what I'm actually trying to do here is just do damage to the barbarians. We won the siege up over here. That's great. And can we catch this force? No, I want to come in over here right now. And do something kind of like this. It's a little awkward. But yeah, something like that. We actually won this battle against the barbarians here. That is surprising. Okay, well, we're going to disband this unit. I don't want to pay for them any longer, so that's fine. It was worth the 100 gold just to not lose the civilization value in our capital region. So that looks good. These guys are now going to try to come over here and hunt down these forces. I doubt they're going to succeed. But we'll see what happens. A lot of this is auto-capping, so that looks good. And this is auto-capping now, too. Okay. So what are these guys going to do? They're going to try to loop around again? Probably. We're going to finish up our siege out over here. I'm wondering, what are these guys up to? They're just kind of chilling? Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. They are on their way over, I guess. To be clear, we're angling for full annexation here. So that's fine. We're going to catch this force, so that's something. Ah, they're actually trapping themselves here. Beautiful. There's a fort up here. So at this point, we need to come down this way and come up like so. They are trapping themselves over here. So we're very happy about that. I want to come down over this way. Okay, Haria has splintered into numerous subclans. That's fine. I want to come down over this way and build a pair of tax offices. I'm going to ditch this forum and build another tax office as well. Here we want to get rid of the noble district and build the tax office. Okay. Do we have the loyalty here currently? No, we don't. We're working on it. Loyalty is going up, and we are working on conversions. It's taking some time. Okay. Up over here, do we have the loyalty? We actually do, and we're going to construct a tax office there. Beautiful. So that's, I think, everywhere that we can build for right now. Yeah, you can see here, they have realized the trouble that they're in. We're going to have this guy flogged. Okay, so we're going to catch something over here. Yeah, this is going very poorly for them. They're trying to run this way, but it's not going to work. They can't get out. So that looks solid. This siege is ongoing, and we'll get there eventually. But yeah, this war is pretty over at this point. So we're going to fight these guys. This is probably a stack wipe. Yeah, that's absolutely a stack wipe. We don't have access through Zhuo at this point. Let's ask them. Yeah, they would give it to us. Fantastic. So at this point, we want to just walk up to here. That's going to take a while to get there, but we want to get started on that. We've got another siege to do past this one, so we absolutely want to get up there. We're going to start fabricating on these guys soon, but they don't know that. So that sounds good. So we're at 28% on this siege. They have raised up some additional levy forces out over this way, but they're trapped here unless they can get through the Keen Revolt. I'm not sure if they have access. If it works like in Europa, then them getting access would also give us access. Otherwise, they'd be trapped behind this fort if they don't have access. But if they do have access, they can come around this way. Or actually, they'd have to come around this way, which would mean they would be trapped by this fort. Unless they were to come all the way around this way, but they'd be trapped by this fort. So they do have access. Okay. Noted. That's fine. There's not all that much that they can actually do from the north here. Because they can't make it through here due to zone of control of this fort. They can't make it through here due to zone of control of this fort, in theory. I don't think they can go this way. And they can't do anything up over here because of these two forts. They could make their way all the way around over here and try to come in here, but then there's this fort. So there's not really much that they can do other than try to siege forts. And that's not going to go very well for them, to be honest. So we do need a religious researcher. We should definitely put our most qualified person in there for now. That'll do. I'm kind of hoping that our vassal here goes up and fights them, but they don't seem very interested. I mean, there's really not much that these guys can do. So I don't really care. They can do whatever. What's going on here? Occupied by the Hanzhong Horde. Well, what are you doing right now, Keen Revolt? They're not at war. Interesting. Must just be a, like, barbarian sort of thing. Well, that's fine. These guys are just going to kind of run around pointlessly over here. I love it. We're at 95% war score right now, and we have made it through our road network, and we're now moving through this rough terrain up in Zhuo over here, and this is going to be pretty slow going. No doubt about it, that's going to be slow. This siege is, of course, nearly completed. So that's looking good. They're now moving over this way. Whatever. They can do whatever they want. That's fine. I guess we're going to get some visuals on what's going on over this way. Maybe. I'm pretty sure that this is just a barbarian force, so. Okay, so we just won this siege. Excellent. Now we're going to go take over their last remaining area over here. And then all we have to do is take this. That's a ways away yet. It's going to take us quite a long time to move through these mountainous regions. We did manage to defeat some troops here. Excellent. Provincial loyalty and change governor policy cost reduction. But unable to act against the family when. Do we care about that? Well, we'll take it. Provincial loyalty is good. It definitely does smell like a trap, though. No doubt about that. That is A-okay, though. So, at this point, we would like to move out over this direction. This is all going to be our territory, of course, and roading here will be pretty straightforward. It's going to be this stuff up here that's going to be awkward. I don't know how that's going to end up going. I don't want to leave this army up here, I feel like. So we want to just take this area and then at least come back and be black flagged. Because I don't want to be stuck up here. That would be bad. So we'll see how that goes. We're fully occupied down this direction, and that's fine. But these guys, they've got a ways to go through this mountain. We're actually kind of close, though. So there's that. Are there any cities up here? I don't think so. No. I mean, this isn't all that important, but we might as well grab it, right? That's the overall concept, anyway. I just want to get Keelan fully under our control here. That'll be nice. We're actually getting pretty close to being able to annex these guys. When can we do that? Is that under influence actions? Yes. Okay, so they need to have at least 190 opinion of us, and they don't. That is coming up. We could see about sending them a gift for 25 opinion. That's pretty cheap, and I'm going to do that. That'll boost them up to 95. And we're gaining Unfit Overlord and recently declared war malices, or rather modifiers. That's fine. Improved Relations is going to bring that up a fair amount as well. So we're just working away at that. That'll be done soon enough. We're almost up over here. Are these guys still running around? It's fine. Let's just move these lads back to, like, here. There we go. There's not really anything they can do anyway. So that seems fine. We're almost through these mountains at long last. But we do want to start integrating these guys very shortly. And this needs to come up quite a lot. Quite a lot indeed. Subjected to Casus Belli? Yeah. That recently declared war is, of course, a bit of a problem. Unfit Overlord is going away. I believe that's an annual tick. So that's fine. Okay, so we are arriving up at this capital in time now. Do we want to produce incense here? We currently produce iron. No, I want the iron. I would much rather have iron produced there than incense right now. I feel like we have incense. And I don't think we have that many sources of iron. So we definitely want to have that iron. We're arriving now. And as soon as we get this capped, I'm going to order these guys to head back. Any moment now. There we go. So now we're going to start heading back to our territory. So we'll just hop down to, like, I mean, that's not a great place for them to stand. Maybe about here is better. It's not good, but it's better. So this is fully capped at this point. Why are we at 99 war score? Should we not be at 100? Well, whatever. We can't actually take this. Right, because it's way up over here. Well, that was a waste of time. Okay, well, that's fine. We're going to take this territory. That's going to be 17 AE. That is acceptable levels of AE. Cool. So we were unable to take this territory, and that makes sense. In, like, EU terms, this would be uncoreable territory. So, sure. That makes a lot of sense. These guys should probably make their way back up over here, actually, and start building roads. And that's exactly what we're going to do. It's going to take a while for these guys to make their way back, and to be honest, we probably just want them to come back over here. While these build roads, there's not that much road build that needs to happen here. So that seems okay. There are a number of forts up here. I'm going to leave them for the moment. Having forts up in this region is handy against things like the Keen Revolt. We're not going to expand further, that's for sure. So let's just make our way on in. We're almost here, and we'll put these guys onto road build. There we go. And we'll tell them to build roads for now. Something like this, although we should probably also have a road that goes like that. Sure. And then through here, the roads are going to be something like this. There we go. And then down this way again. Crossing over here. And then connecting like that. And then coming back over. And things get slightly awkward up over this way, but this is fairly straightforward. It would just be like this, connecting up like that. We should probably have a road connecting over here. Not the most efficient path in the world, but it'll do. Okay, something along the lines of that. Now, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to get these built, and we're going to get these guys back home, and that'll be absolutely fine. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. There are barbarians in Sumatra, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kintogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.